chosen ones, empaths, it's natural to want to seek revenge and get your own back on the narcissist, yeah? But first things first, we don't want to, talking from experience, we don't want to act in a vengeful way or retaliation, you know, or try harm them or something like this, because that only feeds into their supply, you see. But what we should use as this, what's happened to us, the toxic situation, as our deciding factor, our deciphering factor, something to motivate us to push forward, something to motivate us to do better than, something to use as a contrast for us to raise the bar and never stoop that low again, or go with someone of those qualities again, because they leave you in the brain fog, you see. They leave you in the brain fog. They leave you questioning, looking inwardly at yourself. That's what the narcissist does. They make you self-reflect. They make you attack yourself. They make you break down. They make you, you know, start to glorify the narcissist in such a way, because they leave you in such a desperate situation, or the discard was so brutal. The discard was so brutal, or you had to leave them in such a brutal way. It was done because of their brutal behavior and their toxic ways, you see. But the main thing to get your own back on them is first things first. You've got to start healing. Getting on your healing journey, starting to heal that trauma bond, you know. Heal the demonic soul tie, the reason why you're ruminating about them. There's nothing wrong with thinking and reflecting about them. But if it's becoming where you're inwardly directing that hate at yourself and you're blaming yourself, then that's wrong, because it's not you. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. You know, if you're looking inwardly and blaming yourself, that's wrong, yeah? If you're blaming yourself, you've got to understand that this person done a myriad of things that was suspect and caused you to change your own behavior. It caused you to change who you are, you know. It's caused you to change who you are now, but it also caused you to change who you were through the relationship, you know. Their toxic traits do rub off on you. And I've mentioned this in a couple of videos, but we mirror the narcissist. So we're actually mirroring. And the thing of mirroring is reflecting their own stuff that they're portraying onto us back at them. So we're adopting traits. We're adopting a self-defense mechanism that actually operates on narcissistic tendencies. But that's what you do of a being with light, someone who's an empath, someone who's a chosen one. You have this capability to mirror back to them. But the biggest way to get your revenge on them is first things first, is healing, and then use this, as I mentioned, use this as a deciphering factor for you to be thrown forward into the future with more discernment and aiming higher for yourself, you know. We never want to stoop that low. Don't go and settle for somebody else just because you miss the company or just because you miss the time with others. You got to understand that a lot of chosen people and empaths will spend a significant amount of time on their own afterwards, because this is where the real groundwork happens and the real recovery happens, because you're healing, you know. Like, honestly, these people leave us so broken, yeah, that's why you may see people in society acting out irrationally, doing something crazy, because the person's wound them up so much. I'm not excusing or condoning the behavior, but they'll do something with severe consequences, yeah. They'll act out doing something that will bring harm to the narcissist. And I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's just. But I'm saying that the narcissist honestly pushes these individuals to the brink of insanity, and pushes these individuals to the point where that's all they see. You know, they see no other way out apart from doing something towards the narcissist. It's because they feel trapped, you know. But if you want to get a vengeful retaliation on the narcissist, just know that it's not worth it. It's not worth it, because they'll soak that up like supply. They'll love it. They'll love that. You know, that will fill them full of supply. You know, so the main thing is, you've got to understand, use this stuff that's happened to you as a motivation. There's something you can bring into fruition in the world. If you become something in whatever field you're established in, even if it's work or whatever, it's something you use your mindset for, and your hand, or you might be good with your hands, you might be good with certain things. Whatever it is, your skills, use that and bring it to the world, because you've got to understand that the narcissist weighed heavy on you, so you didn't reach your full potential when you was with them. It's all about now, and this is your chance to reach your full potential, and this is the biggest way to get your own back on the narcissist, is reaching your full potential, because then that's when the narcissist will be scanning your social media one day, and they'll catch a glimpse of you, and they'll be thinking, oh God, look at them now. Or they'll catch that you've done some business venture, and they'll catch wind of it. Or they'll use their flying monkeys or people around the vicinity to find out information about you. They'll try all sorts of range of ways. But their main way to do it is obviously stalking you or flying monkeys. So, you know, this is how they'll do it. They'll use their flying monkeys to find out. And I'm not saying that we want them to want us back, because some of us are so past it that we don't even want to be with them. We don't want them back in our lives, and we don't even want them to, you know, we some people, because I done a poll the other day, and some people don't care if the narcissist regrets losing them or something. You know, the poll, some people said, I don't mind, like, I don't care. Some people said yes, some people said no. But I'm just saying, like, just use what's happened to you as a motivation, man, to get on whatever it is in life, you know. You're doing it now. By you studying, you're already doing it now. You're gaining knowledge. You didn't, maybe when you was a narcissist, you didn't even watch these videos. You didn't try and learn information. You didn't try, because the narcissist shut you off. But when they let you go, or you let them go, or they discarded you, because they done it in such a way, you had no answers, you had no closure. They didn't give you closure. And that's one thing that the narcissist holds you from. You're bound by not having closure. And by you not having closure, this is what creates you to be ruminating with them and going over things in your mind about them. And, you know, and it plagues you, honestly. So just use everything that's happened throughout the course of the relationship. Use everything that's happened afterwards as a motivation for you to get into your purpose, you know. Start thinking about things to do. You may not be there yet. If this is still fresh, you may not be there yet. It took me some time, but I'm planting seeds. I'm planting seeds in your mind that can hopefully grow into trees, you know what I mean? It can grow into fruition. It can branch off into something greater. So this, what I'm saying now, may not apply to you right now, but eventually you're gonna hit that point. You're gonna hit that point when you use the pain that's happened to you, use the suffering that's happened to you, and you use it to direct it into something else. You know, you use it in something else. Yeah. To make your life better, you know. And this is when the narcissist will regrets leaving you anyway, but you'll see a significant change in where the narcissist regrets. You'll see a significant shift, or you'll feel a significant shift in yourself, and they'll feel that energy shift as well taking place. They'll feel this energy shift taking place once you've separated, like, because you've separated from the trauma bond, you know, the soul tie. So they'll feel that in the energy. So just know, yeah, the best way to get your own back on the narcissist is, first thing first, is start your healing journey. Get on your healing. You're healing every day. You're watching these videos. Keep healing. And secondly, use the motivation, use what's happened to you as a motivation to reach your purpose, reach your goals. You know, some people have wrote books, some people have wrote songs, some people, and I'm not just talking about musical talents or English talent, literacy talents or whatever like that, with writing stories and creative writing or whatever. I'm not just talking about that. There's a myriad of things that you can do, that you can bring your unique touch on in the world. So that's the main goal that I think you should be aiming for, as well as you can still learn about narcissism and you can still study it. Actually, that reminds me, there was someone that wrote a book on Amazon, something about their relationship. Can't remember the title of it, otherwise I would have mentioned the title. But it's in one of the comment boxes of one of my videos. I think the book was based on what had happened to them or what they've learned from the experience or whatever. And I think they're selling it on Amazon now. So yeah, like, this is what I mean about using this pain and the suffering as something that's greater. And that's why the universe and God kind of puts this stuff in our way, in our path, to help us move forward and become something better than what we was, you know. We'll be renewed, revitalized, replenished, and we'll become a lot better in ourselves through it, you know.